Let's settle this once and for all, lemons or limes. They look like cousins who share a last name but can't stand each other. It's bright, cheerful, and perfect for desserts. The other's sharp, mysterious, and probably the reason your margarita hits so hard. But which citrus fruit actually comes out on top? Nutritionally, historically, and flavor-wise? Today, we're slicing into the zesty rivalry of lemons versus limes and finding out which one truly deserves the citrus crown. Right here on History of Food. Before we start comparing, let's go back to the beginning, because these two weren't born enemies. Both lemons and limes belong to the Rutaceae family, the citrus clan that also includes oranges, grapefruits, and tangerines. But their origins are slightly different. Lemons are believed to have first appeared in northern India or China around 2,000 years ago as a hybrid between a bitter orange and a citron. Limes, meanwhile, likely originated in Southeast Asia and were introduced to the Mediterranean by Arab traders around 1000 AD. So if lemons are the golden child of ancient India, limes are the adventurous cousin who took the trade route. By the 15th century, both fruits had spread worldwide. But they became famous for one surprising reason: they saved lives. Let's rewind to the 1700s, when sailors were dying by the thousands from scurvy, a disease caused by vitamin C deficiency. Enter the humble citrus fruit. When British naval Dr. James Lind conducted one of the world's first clinical trials in 1747, he discovered that sailors who ate lemons and oranges didn't get scurvy. The British Navy quickly adopted citrus juice as a daily ration, but when limes became more widely available, especially from Caribbean colonies, they swapped lemons for limes, giving rise to the nickname limey for British sailors. Ironically, that switch backfired. The Caribbean limes had less vitamin C than lemons, and the juice was often overcooked, destroying even more of it. So while the sailors thought they were preventing scurvy, some were still, well, falling apart at sea. Moral of the story: lemons were the real lifesavers. Limes just took the credit. Flavor-wise, lemons and limes might seem similar, but they're actually quite different. Lemons are bright, tangy, and slightly sweet, the kind of flavor that wakes you up in the morning and politely asks if you've been drinking enough water. Limes, on the other hand, are sharper, more bitter, and pack a punch. They're the rebels of the citrus world. Great in cocktails, tacos, and Thai food, but less likely to show up in your grandma's lemon bars. Chemically speaking, lemons usually have a pH of 2.0 to 2.6, while limes sit around 2.0 to 2.4, so yes, both are acidic, but limes tend to taste more intense due to their higher citric acid concentration and lower sugar content. Fun fact: lemons have roughly 3 times more sugar than limes. That's why lemon-flavored candy tastes pleasantly sour, while lime candy tastes like a dare. All right, let's talk about who's healthier. Both lemons and limes are low in calories, packed with antioxidants, and high in vitamin C, the superstar nutrient that boosts immunity, supports collagen, and keeps your skin glowing. A 100-gram serving of lemon gives you about 53 milligrams of vitamin C, while the same amount of lime offers around 30 milligrams. So, lemons win that round. But it's not all about vitamin C. Lemons actually edge out limes in a few other nutrients too. They've got slightly more B vitamins, potassium, and those antioxidant flavonoids that help fight inflammation. Still, both are packed with nutrients and make great additions to a healthy diet. Here's where things get fun. These two might look interchangeable, but in the kitchen, they play very different roles. Lemons are the culinary multitaskers. They go with sweet or savory dishes. Lemon juice brightens sauces, balances desserts, and adds that irresistible freshness to seafood, salads, and even pasta. Lemon zest? Pure magic. Meanwhile, limes bring global flair. They're essential in Mexican, Thai, and Indian cuisine. Think tacos, tom yum soup, or lime pickle. They also dominate the cocktail world. Margaritas, mojitos, caipirinhas. Basically, every good night out owes something to limes. In short, lemons belong in the kitchen, limes belong at the party. Now here's where it gets geeky. But stay with me, because this part is cool. That unmistakable lemon-lime scent? It comes from a compound called limonene, found in the oils of both fruits' peels. But here's the twist. Lemons contain mostly D-limonene, which gives off a sweet, candy-like aroma, while limes also contain terpenes like citral and linalool, adding more sharpness and bitterness. So even though they share DNA, their personalities come down to chemistry. It's like identical twins with totally different perfume preferences. That's also why lemon essential oil smells clean and uplifting, perfect for soaps and cleaners, while lime oil feels tropical, tangy, and a little mischievous. Here's a fun myth with a Hollywood twist. Despite what you might have heard, actors don't actually use lemon wedges to fake grossed-out faces on camera. That's pure fiction. Trained actors rely on skill, not citrus. But limes? They've earned real pop culture fame. From margaritas to viral TikTok recipes, they've become the unofficial symbol of summer and spice. So while lemons shine in the spotlight, limes are thriving online. Let's squeeze in one more topic: sustainability. Both lemons and limes are fairly eco-friendly crops, but lemons tend to have a slightly smaller carbon footprint because they grow in more temperate regions and require less intensive irrigation. Limes, especially Persian limes grown in tropical areas, can be more water-demanding. And fun fact, lime shortages are a big deal, like in 2014, when a poor harvest in Mexico caused prices to skyrocket so high that bartenders started calling it the lime-pocalypse. So next time your margarita costs extra, now you know why. So, which citrus wins? Nutritionally, lemons come out slightly ahead. More vitamin C, more versatility, and a longer list of uses beyond food, from cleaning to skincare. But limes hold their ground with bold flavor, global influence, and a personality that brings spice to everything it touches. Here's the twist. There doesn't have to be a winner. Lemons and limes are like the yin and yang of the citrus world, perfectly balanced opposites that make each other better. Without lemons, food would lose its brightness. Without limes, it would lose its bite. So, does lemon beat lime? Not really. They're both powerhouses in their own right. Lemons heal, limes thrill. One saves sailors, the other saves happy hour. And together they remind us that a little bit of sourness can make life, and food, taste a whole lot better. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution.